So now our stick figure has been drawn in and made a symbol. So what's going to happen next is as soon as the animator hits OK on the symbol dialog box, the stick figure is going to fall to the ground and come to life. And the symbol box around him is going to shatter. And while that's happening, the cursor will draw a hammer and try to smash the stick figure. But the stick figure is going to run over and grab the brush tool and use it to draw some bombs to fight back. He'll throw some at the cursor and some of them will hit the sides of the stage and explode. So let's start with the drop. I'm going to leave a few frames for him to hang in the air and start the drop on this keyframe. Then I'm going to break apart the symbol and delete everything except the head we can keep the same. I'm doing this so we can redraw the body and animate it reacting to the fall. I'm going to start by moving the head down and doing the landing pose. His knees will bend and his arms will be up like this. Then I'll make space for an in-between on the timeline and draw the middle pose. And actually let's make the head a symbol since we're reusing it. Call it head. Then I'll copy and paste that on the other frame. Now back to the middle position, I'll put that up here. Actually, this should be the contact pose, so I'll have his feet touching the ground. Then let's add another position before that. And I think this should be faster, so I'll put those keyframes together. And we just need one more pose in between these at the start. Okay, then at the end, to get a sense of weight, we want him to compress a bit. So I'll copy the last pose and move everything down a little bit. Tilt the angle on his arms. Then shift it to the right so we can have a slight arc as he goes down and comes up. Then I want to pose in between those two, so I'll copy that last keyframe and then adjust the middle one. I'm squishing everything but the head. Then adjusting the arms and shifting the head down. And let's see how that looks. Actually, on this frame, I want the arms to overshoot past the previous position. And then we'll add another in between where the arms are transitioning up. And we'll adjust everything else a slight bit too. Let's check that. I think the arms all need to be adjusted a little bit. Okay, now that looks good. Next, we'll do the blue line shattering. We can just go into the symbol and copy the box. And then out on the main timeline, I'll paste the box to the first frame where we started redrawing the character. Then we just need to adjust it so it aligns to the character. Then copy and paste it to the next frame and scale it again. Then copy and paste to the next frame. After this, we'll start animating it shattering. So actually, let's put this on a new layer. And we'll break apart the drawing object so we can cut the line up into sections. I'm just going to start selecting sections of the box and then hitting Ctrl G to make it into a group. And I'll keep going, making more sections into groups. If you select one of the groups you've already made, you can shift-click to just deselect that group. Okay, now that box is made up of these groups, I'm going to turn it into a symbol. We'll call it blue shatter and go inside. Use distribute to layers to put each group in its own layer. Then frame by frame, I'll use F6 to make keyframes and reposition each segment to make the shatter animation. I'll just focus on one section at a time, starting with this one. Then when this piece hits the ground, I'll have it shatter further. So I'll do break apart to make it align again. I'll lock all the other layers. Then I'll select the pieces of the line and turn them into groups, so I can have those move separately. Actually, I'm going to make new layers and copy and paste each section to its own layer. Then I can focus on each one of them at a time and animate them moving frame by frame. I'll make this piece bounce up and then fall back down. Same with this section. Now let's see if that works. Yep, that looks great. Now I'll hide those layers and focus on another section. On this straight piece, it's hard to rotate it with a bounding box that small. So what I can do is break it apart and then group it again while it's at an angle. Now the bounding box is bigger. I'll make this one bounce a little and then come back down. And for this one, I'm going to break it into smaller sections too. And I'll animate each one of those. This one's going to fly out. And this one I'll make slide out and come to a stop. Then on the opposite side, we'll make the corner do the same thing. Then this section will come down and bounce off the ground. Now the middle section over here, I'll have it fall and rotate and bounce over here. Then the last one, we should break it up too, but let's wait till it hits the ground. So now at this point, we'll do break apart, select sections and make them groups. And then actually, instead of copy and pasting them, I can just select them and do distribute to layers. Then move those back up so we don't have an extra layer. Now I'm going to focus on each one of these one at a time. Each of these is going to hit the ground and bounce a little. And then the last one will fly off way over here. And let's see how it looks all at once. Good. Now I'll add some extra frames so we can have it fade out. Then back on the main timeline, I need to add frames here too. And let's see how it looks. Great. That is really satisfying. The last finishing touch we want to add is the anchor point in the center of the box. So let's just go inside the stick figure and copy the anchor point symbol. Then we can put it on layer 6 here. For these frames, we just want to match it to his center point. But after here, we'll make it keep going to the ground and bounce. So I'll turn on onion skinning so I can see its path. Give it a few arcs, getting lower and lower. And quick tween at the end for it to roll off. Lastly, we want all of that to fade out after it comes to a stop. So I'll add keyframes on these two layers. Set the alpha to 0 on the last keyframes, and add tweens. Okay, so the stick figure has broken out of the box and is ready for action, starting in the next video.